good enough. How many of y'all ready to laugh out there? You ever walked around, you ever seen somebody who's so light-skinned that you could have sworn they had to be mixed with something, right? And you find out they full black? You already know that somebody's mama smacked the black off of them. For real.
Well, I started doing comedy way back in, I didn't officially start doing comedy till I was in 6th grade, but my principal came up to me and he told me, hey, you're a really talented and funny guy. You're always cracking jokes, you try stand-up. So I'll never forget at my 6th grade, I'll never forget, it was a talent show and I did comedy there. I did stand-up, I just told like simple jokes and people thought I was funny, and then I had like a warm feeling in my heart like, hey, I can do this for the rest of my life. And that's officially where it started, but I kind of didn't do it until I was older because I ran into sports. Like in high school, I was doing 3 sports, so I couldn't really do anything until I kind of graduated. Summertime, I started getting little outreach gigs. Of my summertime of my senior year, I got outreach gigs and or like neighborhood gigs, and I slowly started to do more. Then I got to college and I was doing comedy club, open mics all the time, just trying to get, build my craft. And that led to different shows in different states. Like I did shows in Milwaukee, Madison, Chicago, Detroit, and things started to build more and more for me, and I feel like this is my purpose in life, is to make people laugh. So I really enjoy what I do. Like you ask my roommates, that's all I do. Ask anybody, all I do is try to make people laugh, because I feel like I'm placed here on this earth to put a smile on someone's face. And that's all I think about when I step on stage. The stage is like my playground, and the crowd is like everyone that I know, and I just talk. That's my style of comedy, is I talk how I talk to anybody, and it kind of helps. My style of comedy is suitable for all ages. I like to keep it positive.
Man, how many of y'all ever got whooped in a store, boy? I know some of y'all got whooped at it. Come on. Don't be ashamed. I'm out here telling my business. Come on.
I like to bring in, different life events, and I like to flip them to make them funny.
Lord, you are good. Oh God, you are good. I'm like, you are so good, make you want to smack my mama, Lord.
I grew up liking, just motivated by my uncle, my dad. They're all public speakers, famous comedians like Michael Jr., Kevin Hart. Chris Tucker was probably my biggest, and why I wanted to do it. I recently became a YouTube partner at the beginning of the year of 2013. Basically how it happened was they saw a couple of my videos and they saw some of my comedy that I performed, and they emailed me and was like, how would you like to take your craft to another level and become a partner and get paid for what you do? And for me, I thought that was the greatest news of my life. Like, comedy, get to do comedy and get paid, make videos and get paid. They wanted me to make videos, and they're like, to start, we want you to do a remake of The Office and just flip it into your own little world. And that's how I came up with Global Corp. It's a YouTube series on my channel, The J Comedy Production. Kind of how I thought of it was, I never really watched The Office. I've seen a couple episodes, so I was like, I kind of want to have that style, because basically they wanted me to have that style. But I want to flip it a little bit, put a little mixture of everything in there, and that's how I began. I started at school with like three or four guys, and it was just straight interviews because we had nowhere to go. We had like no equipment, and then that episode just like blew up, and we started getting more support from people around the campus. Created a new group, Clown Squad, which is incorporated with the J Comedy production, where we do all types of things like skits, pranks, and all that kind of stuff. All the stuff that you see on YouTube, but in my way, you know, my way. And all that just led up to me just wanting to build my career just to make people laugh. Like, there's nothing else I'd rather do than to make people laugh. Juice, and I'm a comedian.